Saints. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Down at the 17-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
23 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
10-yard loss on the play.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
from the 45 on 2nd down. Dalton is going to fire one deep over the middle. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hill now operating from the red zone. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Hill. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. He'll fire deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
For a Cowboy.
A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 27, Dalton going to throw deep for the end zone. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking sideline, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, if you want to.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He was taken down at the 50.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now it's the backup Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Alvin Smith. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the gun on 3rd, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I'd have to say.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
What the fuck, man?
And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? And sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of a couple. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A 10th carry for Kamara. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to Jared Cook.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now 2nd and 6.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will...